Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do a bi-weekly reading for you this week. We're going to do 1st to the 15th of April 2019. We're going to use the Dreaming Way Tarot. Okay, this is by Romay Choi. Okay, just got these today. Saw them on being reviewed on YouTube. There's quite a few tarot readers that review cards, and I really like these. And actually, I saw them on a channel where a girl was doing she does readings on kind of Meghan and Harry, and that's really interesting. So saw her using these, and I was like, I've got to have them. So I ordered them yesterday, and they just came this morning. Really beautiful. Already used them for Scorpio. So we're just going to get one card out of that to see what you need to focus on for the next sort of 2 weeks, okay, the next 14 days, 1st to the 15th. We're then going to use, as usual, my trusty old Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin, which I'm really in love with. Love this deck to have a look at the past of the situation, where your mind is going into the 2 weeks, and then what the advice is by the end of the 2 weeks. We are also going to use the Wheel of the Year Tarot. This is another kind of semi-new deck. Got this about a couple of months ago, maybe. Beautiful books deck by Maria Carati and art by Antonella Platano. We're going to use that just to get 5 cards out, just any additional information the universe wants to tell us. We've got our tea leaf fortune cards, just 3 cards out of there for anything else. Try and get as much information out as I possibly can, because not everything serves everyone, so I try and get as much information out as I can. And then your spiritual advice by the end of the reading is either going to be using The Answer is Simple by Sonia Choquette, or Carl Gray's Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, which are absolutely stunning. Alright, so that's how we're going to play the game today. Not play the game, that's how we're going to do the reading today. If you'd like to order a personal reading with me, guys, just click on the eye above, right or left. It will take you through to a link and straight through to my website. Okay, here we go. Let's shuffle and see what it is that you need to be focusing on for between the April the 1st and April the 15th. Alright, this is it, Page of Wands. It's come out for a lot of the signs, a couple of signs, Scorpio a few weeks back, and somebody else as well. I'm not sure whether this came out for you the last time either. You need to focus on the Page of Wands. For some of you guys, it might be your children with the Page of Wands energy. Some of you guys need to focus on talking more, communicating more with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a communication card. Usually it's to do with communicating in the media. So with the Page of Wands energy, this is all about your Twitter and your Snapchat and your Facebook and your, your social media links and that type of thing. And it might be that you guys need to focus probably more on kind of what you're putting out across social media, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. Might be that an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, younger individual, perhaps you need to kind of focus on during the next 2 weeks. But the Page of Wands also is about getting out there, having some fun, but also exploring life. It's about a new creative path when you get the Page of Wands energy showing here. All pages are virtually students. This is just a student of creativity. The Page of Wands, as I always say, is a type of boy. He's so interested and so, kind of enthusiastic and so kind of, affected by so much stuff. He's the kind of boy that will jump over a bridge just to see what's on the other side. So this is all just about taking risks. And some of you guys need to focus more on taking risks in the next 2 weeks as well, if you can, Cancerians, with that Page of Wands energy. Maybe you need to focus on kind of, getting your message or getting a message across. Perhaps this is worldwide. Maybe this is kind of getting a message to a greater span of people, a greater demographic of people, perhaps, with the Page of Wands energy here. But it's about communication to the Page of Wands. So the focus needs to be on children or communication, or this is something to do with a new creative path. With the Page of Wands energy. Might be for some of you guys you need to focus on developing your intuition as well. The Wands deal with the theme of intuition, and the Page is just developing his as well. So for some of you guys, you might need to be focusing on how you're developing your intuition as well, and also your spiritual gifts, because the Wand energy is also about spirituality. And when you get cards like King of Wands, Queen of Wands, they're highly intuitive characters. This guy's just starting to develop his intuition, okay? So he's not all the way there. And some of you guys might be needing to focus on your spiritual gifts, your intuitive gifts with the Page of Wands energy, but also about your creative gifts as well with the Page of Wands energy, and exploring those things as well, possibly via media, possibly via advertising, for example. Some of you guys, if you have an idea, maybe you need to focus on getting that out there more on social media over the next couple of months, couple of weeks, that type of thing. Just going to get down the cards underneath this. What we do during the reading as well, we're going to put down the actual camera on the cards and show you the layout, but not yet. We're going to have a look at what the past of this situation has been. So Universe Spirit, what is the past of this situation for Cancerians? As I said, the focus needs to be on children, communication, exploration, Page of Wands energy, creative path, new creative path, getting yourself out there, getting yourself noticed, presenting your skills, your talents to others. So in the past, we've got the Hermit. Some of you guys might have withdrawn from a situation. Some of you guys might have been researching as well. The Hermit represents to gain some form of intellect, some form of knowledge as well. Hermits can also be about advice and gaining advice from others. He's an expert in his field. This is all about guidance. So some of you guys, I think, in the past were seeking some form of guidance with the Hermit energy. Cancerians, yeah, and teaching the Hierophant lessons, okay? So I feel that you guys were learning or gaining some guidance perhaps from a teacher, the Hierophant energy. The Hierophant is a teacher, one in which you can gain a great deal of guidance from. So some of you guys were gaining guidance from a teacher. Now, teachers come in all sorts of forms. Your guidance from a teacher could have been from watching a YouTube video. I certainly know that when I was learning how to do my own hair years ago, YouTube was the place that I turned to. How I learned how to make a weave my hair, how I learned how to make wigs. This is a wig that I've got on, for example. How I learned to make realistic wigs for my hair, that type of thing. YouTube was what I turned to. So YouTube is in fact a teacher because you learn from it. It's a wealth of information. And you have been receiving, I think, in the past guidance from a teacher, somebody who was able to give you a wealth of information, a wealth of guidance with that Hermit and the Hierophant energy showing there. The Moon energy shows here something possibly creative with the Moon energy, perhaps something very spiritual as well with the Moon energy. So some of you guys, I feel, have been receiving in the past guidance from a teacher, somebody who was able to teach you possibly something spiritual with the Moon energy. Could be something to do with tarot or something to do with your sixth sense with the Moon energy, something to do with clairvoyancy, for example, with the Moon energy as well. I do feel that you guys were actually tapping into more of the spiritual side of yourself, but you were receiving some form of guidance, some form of learning, some form of lesson on that. Now, going forward, you're thinking, going forward, let's have a look at what you're thinking. So going forward, where is the thought pattern going forward for Cancerians going into the next 2 weeks? Where is the thought pattern concerning this for Cancerians? It's the Six of Swords. This is all about gaining more clarity for you guys. So this is all about moving forward and seeking. So I feel that you guys are seeking something here. And, you know, what you're going to be thinking is I need more. I need more information on this. I need more clarity with the Six of Swords energy. Because Six of Swords, I think this is, when we think about, well, what you're thinking of, it's like, well, how is Cancerians thinking about building on this energy where you have been getting guidance from a teacher, somebody who's probably been teaching you something. And also the Moon represents ourselves, the self. This is the the shadow side of ourselves. It's the inner reflection. It's like the High Priestess. It's on a very deep level. So it might be that you had been seeking guidance from somebody who was able to teach you about either something to do with spirituality. As I say, it could be esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge, for example, things like tarot and divination, different bits of divination. For some of you guys, it could be something about the self with the Moon energy showing here. And I feel that the thought pattern with the Six of Swords is that you need to learn more. Your thought pattern going in to the next kind of couple of weeks, Cancerians, will be, well, I need to find out more with this Six of Swords. I want to kind of get more clarity with that Six of Swords energy. Some of you guys is how I can kind of, with the Page of Coins energy, learn more about this. How can I set it up as a business, perhaps? Page of Coins is a business card, a small business. So some of you guys are searching for a way that you can capitalize with the Page of Coins. Doesn't have to be money, but how can I capitalize on this with the Page of Coins energy? How can I capitalize on it? How can I maybe earn money from it? Or what value can it bring to me? Because Page of Coins is, what value does this bring to me? So some of you guys are kind of seeking with the Six of Swords how you capitalize on this. But you've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse showing here. It's almost like how you capitalize on something that you don't see bringing you everything or the most happiness, or bringing you the trophies or the recognition or the joy that you're seeking. So it's almost like with this thing that you're learning, whether it's something spiritual or whether it's something about yourself, it's almost like you don't feel that it's going to benefit you, but you're seeking a way that you can capitalize on it so that you can benefit from it. Because it's almost like there's something in this that you don't believe in, or there's something that you don't know how you can get something from it. It's like you're learning it, but you're saying, I don't know how I'm going to capitalize on it, or I don't know how it's going to benefit me going forward, and you're trying to find a way, or you're trying to seek how it's going to benefit you guys. Going forward, what's the advice? The Emperor is the advice. So the Emperor is really to trust in this thing. With the Emperor energy, you can see he's got his hand out here, and the Emperor is all about trust. The Emperor is all about having a solid belief with the Emperor energy. It's all about building something stronger with the Emperor energy showing here. But for me, this is all about with the Emperor. Your advice is to do the Emperor. It's to trust with this Emperor energy showing up here. 7 of Coins energy showing here. 7 of Coins is a review, reviewing the transaction. You can see on this card, this person's being handed money. She's being said, somebody's saying to her, can I have one of your cushions, please? I've got this to pay you. And she's saying, not sure whether I should take this or not. Not sure whether this is worth it or not. Should I just wait until somebody can give me more, or should I take what's on offer now? So you're considering whether you should take this thing. I feel that you should trust that this thing that is being given to you is the right thing right now. It's meant for you. It's meant for you to have right now. Maybe this isn't something that you can capitalize on just yet, but it's going to benefit you in the long run. The 7 of Coins is also about the results of your hard labor. So you're seeing the fruits of your hard labor. And I feel that you need to trust that you are actually seeing, and you will see the benefits of all the hard work that you're putting into this with that 7 of Coins energy showing there. But you've got the 9 of Swords energy. I feel that you need to close your eyes to the financial aspect maybe of this with the 7 of Coins, or maybe you need to close your eyes to how it's going to benefit you. The 7 of Coins, remember, is all about seeing the fruits of your labor, so it's about seeing the results of the hard work. Usually this is financial, or the value, because she's considering, well, what is the value of my cushions here? There's somebody who is offering me money, but is it what they're offering me? Because she's considering taking this. She's reviewing it because these cushions are probably worth more. So she's saying that, well, should I take what's on offer, or should I wait for more? As with the 7 of Coins, should I wait for more to grow? Should I make to see if I can make more from this, or should I just take what's on offer right now? But I feel with the 9 of Swords showing here, I feel it's saying to you, the advice is to close your eyes to the material aspects of this. To close your eyes to whether this thing is benefiting you right now, because I feel it's just something that you need to go with the flow on. All right, so I feel that really the focus for the 2 weeks on the Page of Wands energy is really, in a way, just to focus on, developing your intuition, developing your spirituality with this Page of Wands energy going forward without any type of necessary payback, because some of you guys, you're developing something, you're learning something, but you're expecting there to be some form of a payoff. And I feel that the universe is saying that the advice is to do the Emperor. Okay, and this really now for me is to draw boundaries. And 2 cards are showing boundaries around the 7 of Coins. The 9 of Swords where the person closes their eyes off to the 7 of Coins, and the Emperor where he's drawing a boundary. So I feel that you need to draw boundaries kind of, on this 7 of Coins, because the 7 of Coins is the benefit. What is the benefit that I'm seeing of all this hard work? You guys are putting hard work into this. You're learning something and you're putting hard work, but you're more focused on what the end results will be rather than the journey. So the focus for the 2 weeks needs to be just on the journey, the Page of Wands. You need to just focus on the journey rather than the destination, if that makes any sense to you, Cancerians. What we're going to do, we're going to put the cards, hone the camera down on the cards now, and we're going to quickly go through the reading. Okay, guys, so you can see the cards, and this is the layout. Okay, so the focus for the next 2 weeks, Cancerians, needs to be on the journey with the Page of Wands and not the destination. For example, usually when you get the Page of Wands in a love reading, this is just about living in the moment. It's the Page of Wands, just about having fun and living in the moment. If you get the Page of Wands as an outcome for a love reading. Say so a client comes to me and say, well, what will be the outcome of my relationship? And I get the Page of Wands. I know to tell the client that we don't know how things are going to go. It's just about, everything is very momentary. It probably, if they've been in a relationship for a long time and this card shows up, things haven't really advanced because everything is still very innocent and everything is still very kind of, you know, like it was at the start. It's still very childlike. It's not advanced, especially if the client wants a relationship to advance into marriage or moving in. Page of Wands is not that card. So really for me, Page of Wands is just living in the moment, and it's about focusing on the journey rather than the destination. Okay, so it's just living in the moment. And I feel that the focus for the next 2 weeks is you've just got to focus on the journey rather than the destination, okay? Because in the past, you've got this Hermit where you guys have been gaining information. You've been gaining insight with the Hermit energy showing here. Guidance from a teacher. The teacher is the Hierophant. This is guidance. And this could have been with the Moon energy about your spirituality, esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge, you know, knowledge about astrology, knowledge about the planets, knowledge about tarot, knowledge about runes, you know, knowledge about numerology, and, you know, just different forms of divination. But also you might have been receiving guidance from a teacher about yourself, because the Moon energy is about what goes on deep within us, for example. So this might be, you know, for example, counselling for some of you guys, or this is something to do with meditation, or this is something to do with kind of self-development with the Moon energy and this Hierophant energy, where you're receiving guidance from a teacher on the Moon, the self, maybe how you develop and your own self-awareness, because this can also be your own self-awareness. It's your own intuition. Both cards, all three cards are guidance cards. Hermit is guidance, Hierophant is guidance, and Moon is guidance. So there's definitely some form of guidance that you guys have been receiving in the past, whether that's spiritual, you know, spiritual kind of divination wise, or spiritual kind of emotional and mental and physical wise for you guys here, maybe just to do with the self. Now I feel that going into the next 2 weeks, Cancer, and some of you guys are seeking ways in which you can capitalize on this with the Page of Coins, because Page of Coins is about having the capital, the money, the capital. This can be a business. So some of you guys are seeking ways to make money from this energy, especially if you've been looking at kind of, you bought a pack of tarot cards, for example, or you're learning the playing card system, or whatever cartomancy you might have been learning, maybe, you know, that involves kind of spiritual knowledge and that type of thing as well. Not so much playing card, but certainly divination like tarot, for example, or clairvoyancy, and how you develop your clairvoyancy and your intuition as well, learning how you can kind of develop that intuition and stuff like that with the Moon energy, being guided towards that. Some of you guys, it might be, well, I want to set up a tarot reading business, and, you know, I'm seeking kind of how I capitalize on this. How do I make a start on something that I don't feel is going to bring me, perhaps, because the Nine of Cups in the reverse is, for me, this is the card where you are not receiving the accolades that you want. It's the Nine of Cups in the reverse is that your wishes aren't coming true, or you're not receiving, you know, the recognition, or you're not, you know, you've not been fulfilled, you've not, things haven't turned out in the happiest or the most jovial of ways. So some of you guys say, well, I'm seeking a way that I can capitalize on. Maybe it's capitalizing on your own unhappiness with the Nine of Cups energy, or maybe you're seeking ways that you can capitalize on something that you don't feel is immediately a money maker, or something that you don't feel is that, you know, is going to be an immediate kind of success with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. How can I capitalize? How can I make money from something with the Nine of Cups in the reverse I don't feel I'm going to be immediately maybe successful at, or maybe people aren't going to recognize me for? For example, for some of you guys, it might be, how am I going to set this business up on YouTube, reading tarot, for example? Nine of Cups in reverse. I don't know whether people are going to kind of, you know, if I'm going to get many subscribers as yet, for example, with the Nine of Cups in reverse. So how am I going to set a business up with them when I'm like a relative unknown? For some of you guys, it's kind of seeking how you capitalize on your, you know, on your own unhappiness with the Nine of Cups in the reverse showing here, because you're learning all of this spiritual knowledge. And if this is about your own self-awareness, well, I'm seeking a way with the Six of Swords energy. You know, I'm searching and I'm seeking. Again, we're getting the guidance. 1, 2, 3, 4 guidance cards. So again, your thought is how you know, get guidance on how with the Page of Coins energy you start to learn, or you start to capitalize on your own kind of, you know, unhappiness, or your own lack of achievements. How do I start building myself up from my own lack of achievement with the Nine of Cups energy in the reverse? Because some of you guys are seeking that spiritual awareness that kind of says, you know, I've been unsuccessful maybe with certain things, and I want to find out what my true calling is. So you're seeking guidance on how you can capitalize on this kind of lack of achievement that some of you guys have had, just in general. If you're not doing anything sort of divination wise, then this is all about gaining guidance on who you are as an individual. And it might be that you haven't achieved certain things with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You don't feel emotional fulfillments, and how can I capitalize on that using this system of guidance that I'm receiving here? Well, the universe is saying, you know, you've got to draw I feel the advice with the Emperor is you've got to kind of draw the boundaries, but also with the Emperor energy is you've got to build on what you already know. So the Emperor is number 4, and it's a foundation card. So for some of you guys, the advice going forward, Cancerians, could be, well, just build on all of this energy here. What you know, what you are, and he's above everything here. He's not below, he's above it. So everything that is underneath the Emperor is what's already been built. So all of these 6 cards here, remember the Emperor is number 4, he is the foundation card. He's building off the foundation card. Everything that is the foundation of you, the Emperor, Cancerians, is underneath you. Where you've got guidance from a teacher on your own kind of your own spiritual awareness. How do I develop this? How do I kind of, with the moon energy, how do I overcome maybe some difficulties, emotional difficulties with the moon energy, some depression maybe I've been through? I need guidance on all of this stuff. I need to find a way that I can kind of, with the Page of Coins energy, start building my own self-worth, start capitalizing maybe on the unhappiness that I've had here. So in other words, start building a foundation from that point here, which comes from this energy here, what I'm learning. How do I start capitalizing on all that information concerning where I've been and the fact that I've probably not been that happy and not been that successful? So how do I turn this around with all the knowledge I've done here? Well, I feel that the universe is really saying with the Emperor, Cancerians, well, you just start building from what you know, slowly but surely. But I feel with the Nine of Swords energy, this is all about blocking out the end result with the Seven of Coins, because you kind of, for some of you guys, you're kind of pushing yourself too far. It's all about, especially if this is about how you overcome sadness, or how you overcome depression, for example, and you've been getting guidance and counseling on that. Some of you guys will want to get better just like that. You'll be like, I want to feel good. I really want to feel good within a week, or I want to feel good within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or whatever the case might be. And the universe is really just saying, well, no, with the Emperor, just build on the foundation of what you've already been building here. In other words, just continue the work that you started, all right, and kind of just forget about the end result. The Seven of Coins is the end result. The Seven of Coins really, in the ethos of the card, is seeing the rewards for all of your hard work. So you need to forget about being rewarded, what the rewards will be. You know, you can kind of nod towards the visualization of, yeah, I'll be this person in a certain amount of time, or I want to be this person by the summer. But this is the thing, the more that you try and kind of get to the goal of being whatever that Seven of Coins is, achieving whatever the Seven of Coins is, the more that you forget about the actual enjoyment of the journey to get there. So really, there needs to be the forgetting. With the Nine of Swords, the hands in front of the eyes, kind of blocking out the Seven of Coins, the need to kind of achieve whatever all of this is, get to the end of the finish line concerning all of this energy here. The universe, I feel, is saying, look, build on this, certainly nod to it and build on it, but you've got to kind of just, you know, focus on the journey rather than the destination. You need to forget about what the results are going to be at the moment and just focus on the journey. And really, this is a reading about just taking everything day by day. So the energy is just focus on the journey and not literally not the outcome. Focus on the journey and not the outcome. If you're dealing in spiritual work, being tarot reader, or working in some form of divination here, and you are searching for a way that you can capitalize on, you know, starting from the bottom upwards with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, because you're not known, the Nine of Cups isn't in the upright where you're not noticed for something. Here, usually there's a guy sitting on a, you know, on a chair and he's smiling and he's got his arms folded. Well, you're not known. Nobody knows you. So in the reverse, you're not known. You're not a known quantity. So how do I capitalize on being an unknown? Well, the universe is saying, well, you just build from the knowledge that you have here, and you stop focusing on the money, or you stop focusing on the fame or getting the results from this. So i.e. I'm learning divination, I want to set up a YouTube channel, and you know, when I first started on YouTube doing tarot, for example, I never thought about, you know, I'd kind of thought about, yeah, I'd like to run it as a business one day, but it wasn't my main ethos. I just did it as an outlet. I just did it as a way to kind of just do something that was creative and enjoy myself. And then it built into a business that's really successful. So it's about the journey and not the destination. And I feel that whichever way you want to play it for the next 2 weeks, whether some of you guys are getting healing, some form of counselling in order to clear some form of karmic energy, maybe with the moon energy, there's a lot of clearing going on here. And so with the Six of Swords, how do I capitalise on, from, you know, working from the bottom upwards? How do I get from feeling really down to changing this around and feeling really up? How do I capitalise? How do I work towards that? How do I build it with the Page of Coins energy? You certainly build from the bottom, you build on all of this energy here, but you block out the end result, because if you're just completely going to be focusing on, I need to be this, I need to be this, I need to be this, you're going to kind of, you know, stop enjoying the journey, and it's more about getting the results. The same with if you're learning some form of divination or some form of creativity that you want to set up maybe as a business, Cancerians. It's not about the money as yet. It's about really just learning the tools of the trade, building on that with the Emperor without any type of, you know, any type of recognition or nod towards, am I going to make the money from it, or am I going to do this, or am I going to do that? Really, it's just about enjoying the journey. So whichever way you want to play, whichever way it kind of falls for you over the next 2 weeks, Cancerians, April 1st to the April the 15th, this is, you know, within these 2 weeks, it's all about just enjoying the journey rather than the destination, okay? It's taking things one step at a time. All right, let's have a look at quickly at 5 other cards, just to have a look at any other energies that you might need to know about. Sorry about my cloth. It tends to get a lot of, these cloths tend to get a lot of dust on them. It's quite annoying. Let's have a look at what the, you know, any other energies coming in. Any other energies coming in for Cancerians in the next 2 weeks. 5 cards to show me any other energies. Anything else you want to say to Cancerians in the next 2 weeks, April 1st to the 15th? Any other energies show me? Let's have a look. Okay, so 1, the Tower. So there could be a surprise. There could be with the Tower something unexpected that's happening here with the Tower coming in. You might be dealing with a mad Scorpio. Mars in Scorpio is the Tower, so that can be a Scorpio, the person that's going really mad. So you might be dealing with a bit of a mad Scorpio. This can be argumentative energy. It doesn't have to be. It's just a shake-up. There's a massive kind of shift occurring for some of you guys. The 7 of Cups energy shows here. So the 7 of Cups is all about your dreams, okay? So I feel with the Tower, there's a major shift happening. This could be dealing with something in terms of your fantasy, the illusion. The illusion is being dispelled maybe with the Tower. The Tower is breaking apart the illusion of the 7 of Cups. So there might be something here that's kind of coming to light. There's a reality check probably coming in for some of you guys in the next couple of weeks. The Hanged Man shows up here. So the Hanged Man is all about being stuck. Sometimes this is all about taking a step back to review. So there might be a major shift coming in here in terms of maybe there's something that was hidden, an illusion. Maybe there's a breakthrough concerning something that was an illusion or something that wasn't very clear with the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups also represents confusion. With the Tower, it tends to dispel. So if you think about the 7 of Cups as being a whole bunch of clouds, and the Tower, it's almost like there's a, you know, there's a thunderstorm that breaks, that kind of freshens the air. And I'm seeing the air being freshened here. And for some of you guys, there's going to be a need to kind of take a step back and review the situation, because there's a massive kind of shift in terms of, you know, in terms of an ideal, or in terms of something that was very confusing and very foggy. There's a massive breakthrough. There's a reality check coming to some of you guys, something reality-wise, something that is now becoming clear with these 2 cards. And I feel it's going to require you to take a step back and review the situation, perhaps before making a decision showing here. It's going to guarantee some victory, though, the 6 of Wands. I'm seeing you guys also getting, in the next 2 weeks, a lot of recognition as well with the 6 of Wands energy. Some of you guys might be looking looking to stay away. Possibly it could be from a narcissist as well. Six of Wands shows narcissism, and the Hanged Man could be that you're taking a step back. So some of you guys just doubling up the cards, though I'm seeing success for some of you guys with the Six of Wands. This could also be a change of mind as well. Seven of Cups is confusion, while the the Pisces card of the Hanged might be that you're seeing things clearly. You know, you're seeing things in a different way, from a different perspective. So that could be as well, maybe there's a breakthrough coming in here, in which maybe there's been a time of confusion and now you're starting to see things in a different way. This could be where you are gaining your support and your victory and your success from. Or for some of you guys, it's just simply you're getting success coming in here. Some of you guys might be looking to, if there's a breakthrough in some form of getting some clarity on a situation showing here, needing to take a step back and review whether maybe you want to accept something here with the Six of Wands energy. Or some of you guys, it could be literally that you're taking a step back, possibly from a narcissist showing up here, and you've got the Strength energy here. So this could also be recognition from others, bringing you guys the strength that you need as well with the Strength energy here. Six of Wands, maybe there's recognition coming from a Leo as well, potentially with the Strength card energy showing here. But this could also be victory and success, bringing strength, bringing a great deal of strength and emotional strength and mental strength to the Cancerian too. Really, really nice reading. It's quite an eclectic mix. We'll quickly go through this again. I'm feeling something becoming very apparent to you guys, and there's going to be a need for some of you guys to take a step back concerning the situation, to review it. Some of you guys, clarity coming through concerning possibly a Pisces individual as well for some of you guys. Some of you guys feeling very strong, feeling very confident, possibly with the Strength energy to push against something that was trying to overcome you with the Strength energy. Some of you guys feeling strong enough with the Strength energy, maybe to step back. It could be from a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, or it could be from a narcissist potentially here, especially if you realise the truth concerning this individual showing up here as well, Cancerians, looking at the cards, because I feel that there's a dream that you had here, but it's being kind of shaken with the Tower energy. There's a reality check happening with this area here. As I said, possibly a Pisces energy here, feeling strong enough and confident enough just to step back from this energy. All right, let's have a look quickly at your tea leaves in 3 cards and see what's coming in. Universe, Spirit, what's coming in for the next 2 weeks? 3 cards, please, for Cancerians. Show me in the tea leaf cards. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Let's have a look from the top. So the Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so it could be a partnership. Egg, success assured with plans and hard work. Oh, that's nice. Rose, romance is in the air for some of you guys potentially as well. So that victory with the Six of Wands could be with a Leo or a very confident individual. You had 2, so romance with a woman potentially. If you're male watching this, or lesbian watching this, or bisexual watching this, you've got romances in the air, dealings or relationship with a woman showing up here. So if you're bisexual, lesbian, or heterosexual male, it could be romances in the air with a woman, or it's simply that you've got romance in the air and there'll be dealings or a relationship with a woman. This could be something different. This might be a partnership with a woman showing here, because you have got a marriage will take place, or you know, a business partnership will take place, and you've got success assured with good plans and hard work too. Very nice energies. And finally, what we want to get is just your spiritual advice for the next 2 weeks, Cancerians. Let's just quickly have a look at the cards on the spiritual advice showing up for you guys. What spiritual advice do you have for Cancerians, please, through the Carl Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards for the next 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April 2019. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. There you go. Okay, if there's anything that, you know, happens over the next 2 weeks and you feel shit, how am I going to deal with it? It's just saying straight up, you're a warrior, Cancerian. You can deal with it. You've got to be fearless and stand strong in the face of obstacles, adversity, or even in the face of things that you don't want to do. Be fearless and stand strong. All right, that is your reading for the next 2 weeks, my darlings. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. And as I say, if you'd like a private reading with me, click on the I and you'll go straight through to a link, and it goes straight through to my website. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.